All right, we are back. My name is Rocky, and if you're not used to my channel, this is where I usually talk about fashion, lifestyle, and just a little bit of beauty. This week, this whole month, we're going to talk about all things holiday related, and today is no different. I'm going to be going through a shopping wish list that you just cannot miss. Let's get right into it. The very first thing on my wish list is a part 2 to something that I wished for last year and the year before and the year before. So for many years, I've always wanted a luxury watch, and I've put on, various variations of said watch on every one of these wish lists. You can go back and see all of them if you'd like. So finally this year, I got the watch with my husband's, urging and encouragement. I did get the watch. Now here's the challenge. I wear a Fitbit all the time. I am addicted to understanding how I am faring with my fitness for the day. I like my steps, elevation, all of this, and all the things that come with knowing, your fitness levels and with these smart watches. Well, with the luxury watch, which you would think they should incorporate the two somehow, that's probably a business idea. If one of you guys want to do that, incorporate a very high-end luxury watch with the technology that goes into these, so I know I can do both. I would love that. But nonetheless, my luxury watch and this watch can't do both. So I've found a way to get both, and that's with this product called the Oura Ring. If you've noticed, I wear rings every day. The Oura Ring tracks all of your health vitals, the same thing that you would find on like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, but without having to wear the bulky watch or double watches or bands or anything like that. So you wear it on one of your fingers. I intend to do one of my index fingers. I'm very comfortable with index or ring finger wearage. And I'll be able to wear my luxury watch on a regular basis. So for me, I am really looking forward to, I'm hoping that I can somehow, some way get the Oura Ring. The only crappy part about the Oura Ring is that there is a subscription associated with it. And I've talked about this on my worst gift list that we did on the last video, where if you give somebody a gift, it shouldn't have a subscription that they have to continue with and pay. So if someone were to gift this to me, I wouldn't be mad about the subscription part. The ring is the killer part. Is that there's a hefty price. I think the cheapest ring is $400. It's comparable to the price of an Apple Watch, I suppose, or one of the more expensive Fitbit watches. But that's the first thing on my list. It would definitely get a lot of use and a lot of wear. You let me know if that's something that interests you, if you think is cool, or is that a lame gift, but that's the first thing on my wish list for this year. The other thing that's on my wish list, and that's just because I am a naturalista, my hair is natural, and sometimes I would like to do different things with it, but it just takes so much effort. I've seen this for a few years now, and there's this thing called the Rev Air Reverse Hair Dryer, and basically it's like a vacuum with a little bit of heat for your hair. I'll show some video clips of it and everything, but it's a vacuum pretty much for your hair, very healthy, and it dries your hair almost to flat iron straightness without all the fuss. It seems very easy to use. My understanding that the unit itself is kind of heavy, but I don't mind it if I can do that and kind of stretch my hair with that thing. I would love to. Pretty expensive investment, and again, it's probably a little bulky to use, but it's been on my list for about four or 5 years now. They've improved on it over the years, and I feel like it's a good time to get it. So definitely on my wish list for those of you who are into hair stuff. Look into it. I think you think it's fabulous too, because I do. The third thing on my list is something that I normally wish for on my birthdays, but I'll take it for Christmas as well, and that is a full day of spa services. And when I mean a full day of spa services, I mean like an hour facial, 2-hour body massage, manicure, spa, pedicure, the whole deal, scalp massage. I don't need my hair done. I'm not a hair makeup kind of a gal, but I'm just talking about my whole body, take care of everything. I would love, a full day of spa services, chef's kiss. The next thing that I put it on my list as one of the worst gifts again, but again, we ain't talking about me. But I have a couple of perfumes that I've recently discovered, and the price tags on them are astronomical. I talked about them before on a couple of my other vlogs, but I didn't mention the prices, I don't think. But I want some perfume. And these two perfumes, one of them is Initio Atomic Rose, and I think that one is $350. Yeah, for perfume. And then the other one, sit down, get a drink. I don't want you to pass out at this one, but the next one is Tiziani Terenzi is the brand, and the perfume that I like is Dionycio. I don't know how to say it. That said, that lets you know I can't afford it because I can't even say it, but it's $470 for this perfume. Yeah, I don't even have words, but I love them, and those would be awesome gifts for me. They are on my list, on my wish list, but I move on. The next gift would be, and this would be a gift to myself if I could go ahead and get myself to do it. I had a horror story happen where one of my piercings split through. I think my body must have just rejected the piercing. But I feel like this ear now is a little naked in comparison to this ear. I feel like this ear needs a little something. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get one here to just kind of balance this ear out. But the gift is to myself, I would like a new piercing. Just one to just balance out this ear. I know it sounds a little crazy. I feel a little weird. I had 10 piercings, now I have 9. It feels a little odd. I need one more. That's all I'm saying. The next thing on my list is a Cartier love ring. Again, I've always had these luxury things on my list year over year, and I've been slowly but surely ticking the boxes off on these luxury items. The very last thing left on my list at this time is a Cartier love ring. I do wear a faux one here, or a dupe, and this was for a couple of reasons, to see if I actually really loved it, and it's all scraped up and starting to turn colors because it wasn't real to begin with. But I do know from wearing this one that I do love it. So I would like to invest in the real thing, and the Cartier love ring is on my list. I know you guys think I'm crazy. You can kind of, it's kind of like, what's wrong with that one? I just told you what's wrong with it. But yeah, so that's on my list. And the last thing that I feel like may not be too late, but everyone, all of my friends have ignored my cries for this, but I want an advent calendar, like a fun advent calendar. And the time might have passed. We're into December already. But an advent calendar is where they give you, one day of the month all the way up until Christmas, that you open up the door on that day, or the little box on that day, to see what surprise is in store for you, and that there are different themes, like different chocolates or different pieces of jewelry or branded items. Like a Dior one would have all these Dior items in there, or makeup or whatever it is. But I just love that element of surprise and the idea of getting a gift every single day. They have the full month or 24-day or full month advent calendars, or the 12-day advent calendars out there. So I've always wanted one, and I just don't feel like that's something you buy yourself. I feel like other people should get you one. So I've always wanted one, but I've never had one, and no one's, as much as I've like, quote, thrown it out there in the ether to get one, no bet. Nonetheless, that's on my list. So that brings us to the end of the 2022 wish list. I'm probably gonna do another wish list of the things that I want to shop for in 2023, but today ain't it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, because my thought is if you liked it, they'd like it too. Bye.